EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! On the double. 48 month. I don't think you got it, son. Hey,
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep for more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Focus, defense, focus.
2nd and 5. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. 6-6. Pull it. I'll get it.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Ebron's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got the point. Get on the point right here. He's checked. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Yeah.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
I'm ready.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
48 months. 48 months.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
48 the money. Zoo.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, exit.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Harris. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he connects with Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 3. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it.
That's it, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll set up to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 48's the mark. Come on, D. 48's mark. 48's mark. Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, watch that. Check up. Mike, 54. Hey, we got to get this stopped.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check safety, check safety. Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
54. Mike 54.
Rabbit.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From just shy of midfield, Murray escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Murray now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Scarlett on the carry. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 50, plant.
On play action, they'll throw. They complete it to Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go now. 15, line it. 15 line. They're running now.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.